Come at me now, zombies.
My goal for this week is to add in an actual main character. I'm tired of this starting robot guy. I was pretty nervous to change the main character. I've set up all the animations based on his size and stature. I built the world around him so everything looks right. And to say animations are a weak point for me is an understatement, but I knew it was time to replace this guy. So I started out by making 35 backups of the project so there was absolutely no way I could mess it up. Then I decided there was no reason to get started on it too early. I wrote a list of other important things to work on first. Can I get started with a number 7 steak? You know, this one can wait for another day. I finally got my super important to-do list done, so now it's time to work on the main character. I found this survivor model on the Unreal Engine marketplace and thought it fit my game really well. I added it to my project and got to work. I retargeted all my animations. Luckily, both the skeletons were already in A pose, the more boring T pose. I know the robot is T-posing in this clip, but trust me, it's just like a weird visual glitch or something. I then copied all the blend spaces to the survivor, pressed play, and holy cow, this actually works. My normal code never works first time, let alone animation code that I don't understand at all. Well, since it works so great, here's an awesome montage of my new character. And then if you look closely, it looks like he broke his left wrist while in prison. Apparently this prison doesn't have very good health care, but oh well. To get this main character in, it only took me about 4 hours when I was planning on it taking me about all week or 20 hours. So now that my confidence is up a little bit, I'm gonna try replacing the zombies with better art-styled zombies. My intro definitely ruined this next part because you already know the zombies look different. I thought it was a fun intro though, so I wasn't going to change it. At this point, I was feeling confident. I had no more important lists to work on, so I just dove right into retargeting the zombie animations to new zombies. Oh wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. I bought this zombie on the marketplace also from the same creator. Lil Pup Indui makes some really cool characters that are super easy to use. Okay, I was retargeting the zombie animations, but these ones were a little harder. The old zombie I had was in a T pose, while the new zombie was in an A pose. And if you don't know anything about character animations, here's the original zombie doing her attack animation, and here's the animation retargeted on a new zombie. Not the greatest animation to say the least. That's because their starter poses were different. Luckily, the new zombie had some really good animations, and I only needed to add a running one. I just copied the running animation from my robot main character and had only the legs animate running and the upper part of the body to do this. With all that, I had a new main character and a new zombie. My game is starting to look really good. I noticed the zombie came with 2 different materials or skins. I thought 2 zombie skins are cool, but 5 would be way cooler. I exported the skin to Photoshop and took a closer look at it and saw way too many colors to change the skin a lot. I ended up adding another layer with a color, then turning the opacity down. It surprisingly turned out looking really good. So here are the 5 different zombie skins that you will see. And at this point, my confidence was through the roof, breaking the roof, going up to the sky. I still had plenty of time to work on my game this week. I decided that I didn't like the hit marker. If you watch devlogs on a semi-regular basis, you've probably heard of Pontypants. He's another Unreal Engine game designer. He's making a really cool cartoon-style fighting game, and in one of his devlogs, he added these things whenever you land a hit. I thought something similar would fit well in my game rather than a hit marker. And before I continue, the reason I don't want a hit marker is because it is in every FPS now. In those FPSs, the hit marker is really important, but I don't think it's necessary in my game. If you hit the zombie, then cool, but if you don't and miss, it's really not a big deal either. Most of the combat is up close, so you already have a good idea or not if you hit the zombie. On that note, I do still want something that indicates a hit or not. To make these particles, I need to learn Unreal Engine's particle system. I know nothing about the particle system. I've tried to learn it a couple times in the past, but just couldn't get the hang of it. And recently, I made the confetti particles, but I just followed a tutorial and didn't understand anything. I'm not going to bore you with how I made the particles, because there was a lot of trial and error and lots of YouTube videos. This little particle system is what took me the longest to do this week, but it turned out really good. There's a variety of colors that pop up from the zombies when hit, also to keep it interesting. That was everything I was able to get done this week, and I ended up learning a lot. So moral of the story, if you are scared to do something, don't do it until you have to, and then good things will happen. Thanks for watching the video until the end. The newest build is up on my itch.io page. The link is in the description, and if you're too lazy to look at the description, it's also at the bottom of the video.